Hey, what's up, guys? This is your passive baller again. We are here to discuss NBA's January 28th game day. But before we start, I'm just inviting everyone who haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet to simply bash on that subscribe button below and to also include that bell logo beside it. That way, you guys will automatically be informed and notified as soon as we have a new video up. Okay? All right, so let's start with this game between Houston Rockets and the Portland Trail Blazers. So we have a Western Conference battle here. So let's check on their standings first. For Portland Trail Blazers, they're the fifth in West Conference with 9 wins and 7 losses. So they're actually doing well. They just lost their last game, and that was against Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken. They lost by 3 points. And for Houston Rockets, they're number 12 right now with 7 wins and 9 losses. But what's cool about Houston right now is that they're hot. Yeah, what's cool is that they're hot because they're having a 3-game winning streak, and they're starting to figure out what kind of team they are, and what kind of approach and what kind of offense, what kind of defense would they be playing. And then mind you, Christian Wood was actually sidelined, for like a couple of days now, so for a couple of games. So just wait and see until they have Christian Wood. So most likely they would be performing even better. All right, so what do we have here? This one would be held at Houston. Houston, this will be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, so that's at 8:30 a.m. Manila. The spread is -4 for Houston, and then +4 for Portland. Obviously, home court advantage is given to Houston. Houston is also one of those teams wherein they're enjoying the actual fans. The fans are live watching there. They are one of those very few teams wherein fans are allowed to watch inside their arena or inside their gym. So yeah, it's totally different when you got some fans cheering for you, booing your opponent, and then shouting whenever you make a shot. That's a huge plus for real. So in terms of momentum, I guess it's obvious with what I said earlier. Houston is enjoying a 3-game winning streak, while Portland just lost their last game, and they even lost to to a weaker team in Oklahoma. That's how it is right now, and then that explains the -4. Even though Houston actually has a bad record compared to Portland, Houston is the one expected to win this game. So what are my opinions on this match? I think Houston has huge advantage in the paint because for Portland Trail Blazers, they're actually missing their bigs. 2 of their bigs are out. Nurkic and Collins, both of them are out. So the only big or the only center that they have available for them is Enes Kanter. Although, don't get me wrong, Enes Kanter is actually doing well in terms of rebounding and even scoring. But he's just one of those. He's just one of those legit bigs that they have. Although Giles is actually helping him out, but he's more of a power forward. That young guy is actually doing his part, but again, he's more of a power forward for me. So what's happening is that it's Enes Kanter who's playing the center post, and then normally it's actually Carmelo Anthony is placed in the power forward. So if Houston would have Christian Wood on this game, because it's said that Christian Wood is expected to be back and expected to be playing on this game. So they have Christian Wood, and Christian Wood is actually having a great scoring season right now. Plus, they would have, of course, DeMarcus Cousins. They have PJ Tucker. They have Nwaba. Man, Portland may have a huge problem inside the paint. Now I know Damian Lillard will be there and will always be a problem against, whenever they're up against anyone. But Damian Lillard just simply can't do it all. His partner McCollum is actually out still, so that's something huge. A lot of players are out for Portland Trail Blazers, and for Houston Rockets they have John Wall already. John Wall and Oladipo are together, and I don't know if you've seen them play against Washington Wizards. Those two are actually having fun. It seems like they have a plan in bringing Houston deep into the playoffs. And again, they're being loose. They're just setting one another in 3-point shots or whatever. It's fun to see them play. Compared to some teams wherein they got 2 stars and then one would actually ask for the ball and then the others would just watch him, and then the other star would actually ask for the ball, ISO here, ISO there, and they're actually having it differently. The approach is very different, although it has just been one game. But on that game that I've seen, Wall and Oladipo they're actually looking good. Plus, mind you, Kevin Porter was also acquired by Houston, but I don't think Porter already has the clearance that he needs to play on this game. Eric Gordon is there, Sterling Brown. There are a lot of guards in terms of trying to manage Damian Lillard's scoring. I don't think you really can stop Damian, so at least that's the proper term to use. At least manage his scoring. And of course, basically the help that Damon would get most likely would be coming from Melo. Again, McCollum is out. Gary Trent. Those would be the help. Those would be the major help that Damian Lillard would actually need. Those two that I mentioned, Gary Trent and Melo, they have to really step up in terms of the offense so that Portland may actually win this match. But Robert Covington is actually out too. So in terms of this game, I gotta go with Houston here. I know it's -4, but and I know Houston just had a game. Did they just play earlier? Let me check. I think Houston played earlier. Did they? No, they didn't. Oh, okay, all right. I thought Houston played earlier. I mean, last night, because I'm in the Philippines. All right, so yeah, Houston did not play. So yeah, both teams actually are coming from rest. So yeah, they shouldn't. Houston shouldn't be having any problem in terms of fatigue. Plus, again, Portland is just having a lot of players out. I'm sticking with Houston Rockets right here. Houston -4, and that's it for the first game. Okay. For those who got Facebook accounts, we also have a Facebook page. It has the same name, Passive Baller. We have this button in our YouTube channel in the upper right hand. Just click on that logo with the Facebook logo on it. Just click that button. It will automatically bring you to our Facebook page. Just like and follow that page. That way you can actually see our announcements and all that. You can also reach us through our messenger. Okay, so just stay there. We will be discussing the rest of the games for this January 28th game day. Peace out. Pass it love. God bless.